Nistas and Nistos, how are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. My name is SavingsFashionista. She is I and I am her. You have arrived to Nistas Nation. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. Today we are going to talk about fragrance. We're going to talk about fragrance from my favorite fragrance house. What's my favorite fragrance house? You got it, Bun number 9. So you guys, I'm going to share with you Bun number 9 fragrances that I really want to completely embody. I've experienced all of these fragrances, probably like 2 of them that I really want to experience this fall, and just see how they are really performing. But the other ones, I already know quite a bit about them. I probably feature them in another video or 2, but let's just talk about it. Let's get right into it. All right, so we have 5 fragrances here. 5 fragrances that I pulled from my Bun number 9 collection, and we are going to really be wearing these this fall and winter. And as I discuss these fragrances, I will kind of like try to give you an idea of, I really hate to do this because fragrance is subjective. I'll just give you where I've worn them to, or no, I can't really do that either, you guys, because I wear what I want to wear when I feel like wearing it. So we're just gonna not try to do that. All right. So I'm gonna give you the fragrance notes, and I'll give you the fragrance classification and the year that it was released. All right. So let's just get into the first one. The first fragrance is Chinatown. Look how beautiful Chinatown is. Are these cherry blossoms? I think those are cherry blossoms. Cherry blossom trees. Very beautiful. This is the 3.3 ounce Bun number 9. It is one of my, all of my buns are my favorite. But this is probably my most, maybe my second favorite floral fragrance by Bun number 9. But it is an amber floral. It was released in 2005. The fragrance notes in Chinatown are peach blossoms, gardenia, tuberose, patchouli, and cardamom. All right, you guys, this particular bun is a perfect fall, winter floral, in my opinion. You know, a lot of times people try to stick with wearing the florals in, you know, spring and summer season, but this is one of those florals that wear perfectly in cooler climates. And it has to be the cardamom in it. I'm not a big fan of gardenia. Gardenia can be very headache inducing for me. However, blended in with that peach note and that cardamom, those are 3 notes that really stand out to me. I do get a little rosy note from it, but it's not really a tuberosy note in my opinion, but it's good. This is your Sunday brunch fall winter fragrance. This is such a beautiful fragrance. This is even your church fragrance. You could even wear this to work, and I hate really saying this, but these are places where I have worn this fragrance to, and it has been very befitting for the occasion. So again, this is Chinatown by Bun number 9. The next fragrance is a fan favorite, and this is Tribeca. Tribeca is an amber vanilla. This is a gourmand goddess, in my opinion. This was released in 2020. I know that you have heard the buzz about this having the same DNA as Baccarat Rouge. Initially, you do get that Baccarat Rouge DNA. I can't say that you don't, because you do. But once this dries down into your skin, it's a fragrance of its own. This fragrance, you guys, is so beautiful. It's classy. It's bossy. It's she has it together, or he has it together. I don't think I've ever smelled this on a man. My husband don't really like it. He says it's not strong enough for him. But this fragrance right here, OMG. This fragrance is so good. The hazelnut note in here, so nutty. And you know that I cannot consume hazelnuts. I'm allergic to it. But it's funny that I really enjoy the hazelnut note that is in here. The Jasmine Sambac, you know, Jasmine Sambac is one of my favorites, and it is beautiful. But this is one of those fragrances, you guys, that I feel like you can wear it year-round. I've worn this in the summer, and I have worn it a couple of times this fall, and it is very pretty. This is a really nice fragrance. I feel that you can wear on date night, out to dinner. You just wear what you want to wear when you get ready to wear it. So I keep going back to that because I only want to, because people ask me in the comments. So I try to give you an idea. I know everybody is not a fragrance rebel like I am, and I will try just about whatever, whenever I choose to. But I try to give you some type of ideology of what this would be befitting for. This is even a great office fragrance, in my opinion, because it's not very heavy, but it is extremely noticeable. I can see why people say that this reminds them of Baccarat Rouge, because Baccarat Rouge has a very unique DNA. Prior to Baccarat Rouge being released, I had never smelled anything like Baccarat Rouge 540, to be honest with you. So I can see why they do that, and why people say that or feel that, because this is a very unique fragrance. Again, this is Tribeca by Bond Number 9. All right, the next fragrance is like the sister or cousin or brother, boy and a girl, to this. They both have that python skin texture on the bottle. This is Greenwich Village, you guys, and Greenwich Village is a fresh amber floral. It was released in 2019. The fragrance notes are cassis, lychee, mandarin, peony, water lily, patchouli, jasmine petals, ambrox, peach musk, vanilla oak moss, and pralines. Now y'all know this right here. People have said that this smells like Baccarat Rouge, but it does not. I'm sorry, not even initially, in my opinion. This is a very fresh, airy, oriental. This fragrance is so good. You guys, the first time that this fragrance was purchased for me, my husband would really like to wear it, but he hasn't really reached for this one. And but this is definitely a great unisex fragrance, and it smells really good on men also. I was at a professional summit, and a gentleman walked past me, and I had to just ask him what he was wearing, and I sniffed him out like a bloodhound, and it was Greenwich Village, and that man smelled so good. This is definitely, to me, the true definition of a unisex fragrance. I do think the way that this fragrance is blended, that this fragrance is a DNA catcher. Whatever your DNA gives off in combination with this, I think it makes it very unique, because although I could identify the fragrance, this gentleman, and when my husband would wear it, I could identify it on him, it still gave me a very different edge when I smelled it on myself. But this Greenwich Village is very beautiful. Although it does have a praline note in it, I would not consider this a gourmand. It does not give me a gourmand edge. This is more of a fresh, airy, very sophisticated, very just 21st century fragrance, in my opinion. It is beautiful. Again, this is Greenwich Village by Bond Number 9. Okay, the next fragrance in my collection, it is relatively new in my collection. I just recently featured this in a fragrance haul, a monthly fragrance haul. And you guys, when you go out shopping and, you know, browsing the stores or the, you know, at the counter at Saks, Neiman, wherever you go, give this a try, because I definitely think that this fragrance was overshadowed by the next fragrance that I'm going to share with you because of when they were released. They were actually released in the same year, and I just don't think that this fragrance got a lot of, I wouldn't say airtime, but it didn't get a lot of love or a lot of features from the community, for lack of better terms. So this is the Off-Broadway Off-Broadway is a musky amber floral that is so deep. It was released in 2021, just last year. It's very new. The fragrance notes are grapefruit blossom, black currant, lily, osmanthus, nutmeg, musk, patchouli, sandalwood, and vetiver. When I went in the store to get this fragrance, I went to get Bun Musk, New York Musk, and they only had the 3.3. I wanted to get a 1.7. So the essay shared with me that this is like a mixture between one of the Dubai collection fragrances as well as the musk. And I am so glad that she pointed that out to me because I never really gave this any thought. I remember when the brochure came in the mail, I didn't go pick up my free sample. I just didn't give it a lot of thought. But I finally got my hands on it, and it is absolutely beautiful. This doesn't say that it has a peach note in it, but it has a very a sweeter fruit than I would think of grapefruit. And we don't really consider citrus fruits, fruity, sweet fruits in the fragrance community. It's citrus. So this definitely has, it gives a fragrance. It doesn't list it as, but it seemed like it has some other type of fruit in it because you do get that sweetness in the opening. You do get that, what's that? Cannabis note in it. Oh, this stuff is so good, you guys. OMG. The sandalwood and the vetiver. You know what I figured out is giving me that cannabis note, and cannabis is not listed. It is vetiver. Vetiver, it gives a very, very high earthy note. And this also has patchouli in it. So in combination with that vetiver and that patchouli, that's what I think is producing that cannabis ideal in my mind that I am really, really enjoying. This fragrance is good from beginning to end, you guys. I must say, when you initially spray it, it's very deep and it smells more like something a gentleman would wear. But as you wear it, and as I wore, it got very soft. But not too soft that it was just totally feminine, but on my DNA, it just developed into a soft but alpha female fragrance, if that makes sense. It is good. It's really good. I have not experienced this enough times to just give you a full detailed review on it. So I don't want to speak too soon, but what I'm experiencing from it, the couple of times that I have worn it, I'm loving it. And I want to wear it even more. This is so good. Again, this is Off-Broadway by Bun Number 9. All right, the next fragrance. This right here is a whole entire vibe. Whole vibe. And you know it's none other than Nomad. All right, you guys. So this is Nomad. Nomad was also released in 2021. It was released after the Off-Broadway. I don't know if one was at the top of the year and another one was, you know, later that year. I don't really know. But this was gifted to me for Mother's Day. So I did get this in a very warm, hot season here where I live. It is very warm and hot in May. So I was gifted this around that time. And this is a fruity amber floral. The fragrance notes in Nomad are pear, quince, black currant, violet leaves, oud accord, rose, amber, and vanilla. This right here, this is black tie. Now, I did do a full dedicated review, so go and check that review out. If you have not had a chance to check out that review, I'll leave it linked above. But this is definitely black tie. You know, this fragrance also was awarded as the best Oriental fragrance. Of 2022. This is so good. Now, I'm still in between whether or not if this is a true unisex fragrance. I think it is listed or identified as a unisex fragrance. But that fruity note that you pick up in the opening, this is sexy, chic, me, female, all girl. I mean, just girly girl. And I'm a extra girl. You know, my nephew tell me all the time, I act like a transgender woman. In my opinion, the fruity note that this gives off, it's sweet. It's a really sweet fruity note. And in my opinion, it's too sweet for a gentleman. But this fragrance, and what I like about this fragrance, you can tell that it's a Bond No. 9 fragrance, but it's a Bond No. 9 fragrance that I've never really smelled before. When I first smelled it, I kind of wanted to take my mind back to Astral Place, but I had not had that in such a long time. So then I got a sample of Astral Place, and I smelled it against this. This is a girl in her own class, honestly. Nomad is so good. This is your, I want to get dressed up. And the Off-Broadway is that way too. And I'm just feeling myself. I mean, if you want to feel yourself, if you want to just feel like I look good and I smell good, Nomad will give you that type of vibe. It is such a good fragrance. You definitely, as I said, I want to think that this has something other than grapefruit in it. Not grapefruit. Something other than pear in it. It's almost giving me like it has like some type of berry note in it, like mixed berries or something like that. But the pear note that is in here, it's very tarty, and that's what I really like about it. The oud accord, I think that's what gives it that real like bougie, giving you I look good, smell good vibe in it, because although oud can be very forceful, the way that they've mixed the oud in with this, it's just perfect. This is so good, you guys. Good, good, good. If you have not experienced this, please stop by your local bun counter, check this out, and let me know what you think. I know everything is not for everybody, but Nomad, I think, is one of those ones that 8 out of 10 people would like it. So this is the Nomad, you guys. So as I said, I'm really excited to be wearing this and this, these three right here, these cool months, because I just got these in the in the summer months. I've had this for years. This is like my second bottle, and I've had this one before. But these are the fragrances that I'm very excited to be wearing this fall, all from the House of Bun No. 9. If you would, leave any comments about your favorite fall Bun No. 9 fragrances, or just your favorite Bun No. 9 fragrance, period. Or if you would like to venture out and experience more from the house. And I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. And do not forget, you, yes, you are great. Bye-bye.